All right, now we're in part 2 of Beer Night, episode 7.
Part deux.
And we're talking about sports, baby. Sports. Love sports. I even played a couple sports, a little baseball, little football.
Recently? Or
Not
in
recently.
your younger years?
In my younger years. Way younger years. And I think we're talking about football right now. We're going to talk about how the Browns are 5-2, baby. 5-2.
5-2. They have one win against one decent team. The rest of the 5 wins are against cupcakes. But whatever.
And why do we play the game?
To beat the Bengals twice.
Yes, exactly.
The Bungles, I mean, and
Doesn't matter. We win.
The low life, sorry ass Cowboys.
I enjoyed
them.
that so much. Oh, I love seeing.
But dude, you and I could beat the Cowboys. Playing fucking not even full-time quarterback. We could alternate quarterback.
Yeah.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. We could beat the fucking Cowboys.
I just love seeing the Cowboys fail miserably.
And then
there you go, Skip. Baby.
They also beat the Washington football team, who, granted, just whooped up on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But again, they're the Cowboys. You and I can beat the Cowboys. So.
I enjoy the Cowboys.
You know what? I could hit fucking Andy Dalton like that. And then, knock him out of the game. Yeah. I would do.
Why not?
Give him a little cheap shot.
Yeah. So what? We're in week 8 now, right? We just
we're coming up on week 8.
We finished week 7. We finished week 7. What do you think about the NFL season?
The only reason, by the way, that I even know what number fucking week it is because of fantasy football.
There you go.
So
fantasy.
I started playing fantasy football
Yeah.
this year for the first time in like a long ass time.
I've never played. I just don't have the time and dedication to do it.
It doesn't take a ton of time. It takes a little bit, but it's fun. It actually
I agree.
It's
probably fun.
It's fun.
I figure it's pretty fun.
It's
to play.
fun. It is fun.
Yeah.
Maybe next year you can put some money in and join the leagues.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway,
what do you think about the NFL season so far? Who's the cream of the crop right now? Is it Pittsburgh or is it
Pittsburgh
Steelers? They put a.
We're talking AFC or NFC?
Let's go AFC first. I mean, just beat the Titans pretty handily, even though
Titans are a good team too.
Even though they kind of almost blew the lead at the
end. So here's
the
thing about Pittsburgh that's scary is their defense is a Steelers defense as usual. Their defense is really good.
It is.
And they got Big Ben back, and
he's playing his ass off, man. Even though the 3 interceptions he just had, but
whatever.
It's a game. Everyone's.
But the thing about Ben is that stats aren't like he's not.
Yeah.
He's not like a stats guy like Drew Brees, where he's just going to accumulate these crazy stats. But he plays well, and they win games. That's what he does. And he plays well. He's a clutch quarterback.
He's clutch,
and he makes plays at the right time. And he's a guy that you can never count out. And he's just always kind of sneaky. He's always kind of there.
Yeah.
And not that he's the only one. Obviously, his team's got to be good too. So it's not it's just him, but. That's what makes that team scary. Is they have a Super Bowl quarterback, a Hall of Fame quarterback. Make no bones about it. He's probably a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I would, yeah.
So, if not second ballot, is there such thing as second ballot Hall of Fame?
Second year, whatever.
Nobody calls him second ballot Hall of Fame, but he's right there. He's first ballot, second ballot Hall of Fame. Along with the offense, they always find weapons in there. He always finds people to throw to. And then the defense is the Steelers defense. So they are really, really good. I will trust him over Lamar Jackson any day of the week.
I would too. Yeah.
So if you're looking at that division, the Ravens are a great team. They are. Yeah. But to me, the difference maker is you have Ben at quarterback versus Lamar. Lamar is a great player. No ifs, ands, or buts. He's a great player. But he does not have the cachet or the proven record that Ben Roethlisberger has. Ben Roethlisberger is a Hall of Fame quarterback, period. Yeah. So when you can plug him into a good team and he's still playing at a high level, which he is.
Yeah, he is.
That's scary. That's dangerous.
Yeah, it is. Ooh.
So, of course, in the AFC, you also got the Chiefs. I mean, we can't ignore the Chiefs. You can't ignore them. No. They're the champs, the defending champs. They're the team to beat.
Patrick Mahomes.
They're the team to beat. Patrick Mahomes is a freak. But he's a freak. So they're the team to beat in the AFC to me. That's the team.
That's the team in the AFC.
That's it.
All right.
So because Patriots are obviously down, they're done. Buffalo's.
You think Cam Newton is like lost it.
No,
he had one bad game.
I think Cam was out because of COVID. I think Cam will come back at some point, but I don't think
the Patriots. They'll make the playoffs. You think? Yeah, maybe.
Probably. Yeah. I think they will. I mean, I have a sneaky suspicion that they will.
They come back a little
Bill
bit.
Belichick's too good. Yeah. I think Cam will come back and play well.
Yeah.
I think they'll make the playoffs. Probably as a wild card. I think right now I'm giving the edge to Buffalo to win that division, and this is not a hot take. I mean, Buffalo looks like the best team.
Good. Yeah,
they look like the best team in that division, although they couldn't score a fucking touchdown against the goddamn Jets. Who, by the way, if we're talking worst teams in the NFL, the Jets.
Jets, baby.
Horrible. And the fact that Buffalo couldn't score a touchdown. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. What about NFC?
NFC?
Falcons, right? Falcons are just dominating, right?
What the?
They just love to find new ways to lose.
Okay.
Good God,
We're gonna talk about this for a second and this is gonna make this segment run long. Okay, because
so
I was in Vegas betting on games, and I'm not doing this often. Okay, but I was in Vegas betting on games. The Falcons are up a point in the fucking red zone. It's 4th and 5 inside the 20. Please, why do you not kick the field goal and go up 4? You go up 4 points. Mm-hmm. It's 4th and 5. They go for it. There was multiple times in that game when I was sitting back going like, how does that 4-point lead sound now, Falcons? I bet you'd like that now.
Yeah.
4 point. Yeah. The Lions can't tie it with a field goal. They can't take the lead with a field goal. You go up 4 points. This is stupid, basic football. It's 4th and 5. You're on like the fucking 15-yard line.
Yeah.
Kick the field goal.
Kick the field goal.
What the hell are you doing? Go up 4 points. That just made the segment run longer. Yeah. Why are we talking about the Falcons?
I just love the way they lose. Like the Cowboys love the way they lose. It's great.
Cowboys.
Fucking great.
So let's get back to the cream of the crop, the NFC, right?
Yeah, cream of the crop.
So NFC. Well, here's why I'm leaning towards the Bucs, because their defense, man, what the fuck happened to the Bucs defense? I mean, that defense is damn near elite.
Yeah.
Like they were pretty good last year.
Yeah.
And maybe my memory's a little foggy because
they definitely saved.
Well, because Jameis Winston turned the ball over like 1,000 times last year, so maybe my memory's a little foggy because of that. Maybe that's why they were in games a lot, even though Jameis Winston kept turning the ball over because their defense is really good, and I just didn't realize it. But when you have a quarterback that's not turning the ball over a bunch, then you realize how good that defense really is, because they are shutting people down, and then their offense scores points.
Yeah.
So.
What about
the NFC East is a non-factor. Let's not even talk about that.
No.
So let's talk about the best division in football.
NFC West.
The NFC West.
Oh my God, dude! What a fucking division right now. It's fucking gnarly.
The Seahawks are great, even though they can't play defense.
Yeah.
The Rams are probably the most well-rounded team, honestly.
Probably underrated team too. No one seems to.
I think they're the most well-rounded because I think their offense is better than the Niners, and their defense is just as good. Now we get to the Niners. The Niners are great on defense, but I don't trust Jimmy G.
Don't trust Jimmy G?
Trust him. He likes to throw ducks over the middle. Like every time he throws the ball over the middle, I'm like, dude, why don't you put some arm on that? I'm like, why are you floating it out there? Just like put some arm on that shit.
I don't know, but their defense is fucking just stout.
But even though they got smoked by the Dolphins on defense.
That happens.
Yeah. But also they have a ton of injuries, right? So there is that. But who's the last team? Oh, the Cardinals. Cardinals who just beat the Seahawks, right? Yes. You got Kyler Murray who's playing out of his mind. So
what a game that was.
It's a great division.
It was a great game.
Great division. Yeah. Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are good because they got A-Rod, they got Aaron Rodgers.
Kind of it. There you go.
Yeah.
Green Bay.
Done deal.
Yeah. So all right. Well, we're about mid-season in NFL, and it's looking pretty fun so far, and we'll get back to you and what's gonna go on.
I'll let you know how my fantasy team's doing right now. Not so good.
Not so good. Pick better players.
What the fuck, man? The running backs. What is going? Jesus. This is a story for another day. Let's not even get started on the betting lines.
Yeah. Anyway,
there's also the World Series going on.
So today we're recording this on a Tuesday. And
Is it Tuesday?
we just watched the
Dodgers
Dodgers
just
won the World Series. Congratulations.
We're dating
Creighton,
ourselves. Timestamp on this video.
Time-stamping it. Congratulations, Dodgers, for winning the World Series. Good for you guys.
The home team.
Playing 60 games in a season. Good for you. Yay. Asterisks.
You just, oh, yeah. The asterisk would have definitely been there if the Cleveland Indians won, huh?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I like how you throw a maybe on that, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, good for the Dodgers. They finally won the World Series. I think they were like 52-year drought or something like that.
52 years.
Maybe 50. Maybe 30
year.
30 year.
Since the 80s.
I'm thinking of something else.
88.
Clayton Kershaw finally got his ring. He finally
well deserved.
Finally played a good World Series.
He did. Yeah,
About time.
He's played good World Series. Good World Series games.
Yeah.
He's had great games in the World Series before.
Been,
just not consistent.
He's been piss poor in the playoffs.
No. But see, you're forgetting. That's like the Peyton Manning argument, right? Because you're ignoring the good games he's had just to say he's been piss poor. It's called rhetoric, folks.
Yeah.
You know how that works? When everybody just only focuses on the bad thing or only focuses on what they want to make an argument. It's this guy.
He's garbage.
He's garbage. You would never take him on your team, would you?
No. Yeah, he loses too much.
Oh, yeah, he
In
loses.
the postseason.
Yeah, in the postseason, right?
Postseason.
Yeah. He's won more games than any Cleveland Indians pitcher in the postseason. He's the all-time leader in strikeouts in the postseason. What have the Indians pitchers done?
I'm gonna ignore that comment. But yeah.
No, hey. You can't ignore the games he's lost and what he's given up in the postseason. Absolutely. But you can also acknowledge the successes he's had in the postseason. The last time he was in the World Series, he had an insanely dominant game one and then got beat up in his second game that he played. Great.
I remember
the ones
that.
before that, they were beating on trash cans to signal his pitches. So, whatever. It's what it is.
Well, all right. Well, that's baseball for you right there, right?
Is it?
That's baseball, yeah. I mean, Dodgers won.
They won.
What more can we say?
So how about we talk for a second about the postseason of the sports? So you got postseason of baseball. We had before that we had NHL and NBA.
Yes.
So these were really interesting postseasons because and baseball jumped on this because they all did it in the bubble, right? Mm-hmm. Baseball wasn't in the bubble before that, but they did do the bubble for the World Series. Yeah. So what made it interesting is and you know, because we're losers and we're not popular enough to have weekly episodes, or we don't have the time and the energy to do it either. We can't talk about all this stuff as it's happening.
Yeah,
but however, if we look back on the NBA playoffs, there was some shit going on, right? You had you had the Clippers getting knocked out by Denver. Denver looked fucking great, man. I mean,
their team. I think they're the next Golden State.
And then you had easy Romeo. You know why I think this is the next Golden State? Golden State.
Yeah,
is the next Golden State.
They might come back with
a vengeance. They're coming back. They're coming back. The injuries don't last forever, my friend.
Some of those guys are getting old.
They're not quite that old yet. How's LeBron doing at an old age? Is he doing all right?
Yeah, but that's LeBron fucking James.
Okay. And Steph Curry is still younger than him. So he ain't that old yet.
People age differently.
But he's still not that old yet. That's the point.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But, okay. Do you think that these NBA playoffs in the bubble with no fans and there's really no home court advantage
there wasn't.
For anything.
Obviously.
Do you think that these were the best playoffs like ever because the best team won, right? Without an advantage of home court.
No.
Right?
No, I'm not going to say it's the best because it's very nearsighted.
I mean, because everyone's always saying...
Yeah, but that's recency bias. Like, if you're just going to say, oh, this is the best. No, I mean, it wasn't the best, but there was some great stuff going on. Yeah. The Mavericks pushed the Clippers to the brink. The Nuggets actually beat the Clippers.
Yeah.
And there was some great stuff going on. The Nuggets gave the Lakers all they wanted, and if it wasn't for injuries to the Heat would have given the Lakers all they wanted. Yeah. And a lot of that had to do with no home court.
The Miami would have even gotten to the finals without, saying there was no COVID.
Yes.
You think they still would have gotten the finals because they wouldn't have home court advantage, right? They were the 6 or 7.
But yes, I think they would have because of the makeup of that team, and because nobody in the East, like I don't think Milwaukee's home court advantage is intimidating the Heat. Boston has a chance, yes, but I don't think the team really has the muster to follow that out. Because what you have with the Lakers is you have superstars there. Plus, if you had the fans in the stands, it kind of adds up. Boston has great players, but doesn't have the superstars. And I just feel like the attitude of the Heat and the makeup of the Heat, they just don't really care about that. Like it's just not going to affect them as much. But maybe. Who knows? Maybe.
Maybe we'll look down the line. We'll see.
What other sports happen? Is there any other sports?
I think that's it. I don't know. What do you got? Carry to 5.
I think we covered all of them, right?
Is
that?
Yeah.
That's all of them, right?
I think that's it. Huh?
Shit. Oh, you know what we need?
What?
We need a crazy stat.
Crazy stat?
We need a crazy stat.
All right, hold on. Ready? We're going to do Chris's crazy stat of the month.
Now with theme music.
Yeah, we don't have any. Not this time.
I thought we did.
Maybe next
time. It was supposed to start right there.
Yeah. I was lazy.
You totally ruined my fucking mojo.
Get your phone.
I don't need the fucking phone.
You got it in your head?
So the Dodgers just won the World Series.
Yes, all right.
So they did. So, you know what was pretty impressive is there was a moment when Mookie Betts, who's awesome, by the way. We talk about a great signing.
Oh, great signing.
Jesus Christ, what a great player.
Fucking
great
Boston.
player. So
letting you go. Idiots.
So he was walked and stole 2 bases.
Yeah.
Right? This is pretty impressive.
You
steal 2 bases off a walk. He's only the second player all time to do that in the World Series.
Who was the first?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Who was the first?
Because that's my crazy stat. Who was the first and only person up until Mookie Betts to get walked and steal 2 bases in a World Series game?
I don't know.
Babe Ruth?
The Babe.
The Babe.
Got
the
walked.
Fat Man. The Fat Man got walked and stole 2 bases in the World Series. So the home run king, who's also, by the way, a great pitcher. That's a previous crazy stat from another video if you guys have been following along, which you haven't, but that's okay. The Fat Man got on base from a walk and stole 2 bases.
Oh, wow.
The Fat Man could run. You ever seen this guy run? Not pretty. You ever seen me run? A little prettier, but still not very pretty. He stole 2 bases. He was the only one to ever do it. Only one. And this was in 1921.
1921,
okay, so almost 100 years ago. I almost said 80. I'm getting old. So
almost 100 years
like
ago.
Is it 2001?
Yeah.
So almost 100 years ago. Nobody has done it since.
Damn,
until Mookie Betts. And if you look at Mookie Betts and Babe Ruth side by side, Mookie's a runner.
Yeah.
He's a runner. He looks like a base stealer. You look at the guy, you're like, that's a base stealer.
They're
right
probably
there.
like, he's not going to run. Babe Ruth is not going to run. You kidding me?
Back
off.
He steals a base on him. The catcher's like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I didn't even get... I'm just about to throw it. I'm like, is
that Babe Ruth
am I dreaming? I'm still asleep
running?
from the night before, right? I'm dreaming. This is... And then he does it again. Steals her. So...
Be a mind fuck right there.
Attaboy, Babe.
Yeah.
That's why you're the man. I've given one of your crazy stats before about your pitching and hitting. That's another crazy stat, and there's probably more to come because he does have more crazy stats, if we're going to be honest. So.
He's the man.
That's my crazy stat. Sans theme music, because this lazy fucker couldn't get it done.
Maybe next time. And I think that's it for sports. And I can't wait.
I feel like we didn't really talk about it.
I think we're all right. We've talked about...
I feel like
plenty. I think we're running a little long here.
I feel like you killed the conversation with golf. I think that's
golf.
What it was.
Maybe golf. Yeah, golf, right?
See you later.
Cheers to ya.